Hi. Say hi.
Hello.
Do it again. That wasn't good. They're not going to believe that.
Hi.
It's acting.
Hi.
That's really creepy. You sound like you sell condoms to small children out of a van.
Small children don't need condoms.
Yeah, according to you. So, I want to talk about careers for a second. And so I'm 40, which is really weird. And I don't understand it. And because I'm really sort of like the personality type that I don't really change a lot. Hopefully I get a little smarter over the years, but maybe not, depending who you ask. Point is that, we both have been in the arts for a long time. My mother, obviously, longer than me. My mother's a book writer. She writes novels, and she has published 5. Yay! Yay! When I do that, the camera moves, so that's not a good idea. But like clap, clap, like 2 snaps up or something. So my mother's published 5 novels, but she still struggles to get her books written and seen and marketed, because a lot of what's happened in this industry is everything is about marketing and everything is about sort of what you do. I like that your fact that your head looks like it's floating on the top of that chair when I do that. Like, wait, no, I don't want to see your body. Okay. So we both have struggled a lot in sort of, getting our work seen. And I haven't been as much of a play-by-the-rules guy as maybe I should. I focus more on the craft of filmmaking and not necessarily just the pure marketing of it. So now that I'm 40, I feel like it's time for me to really sort of take all these skills that I've learned and crafted about filmmaking, because I've been a sort of purist about making the best work that I can, and begin to apply them towards, bigger mediums, television and film. Doesn't mean I'm going to ignore the internet, but I've really made the decision that it's time to step up to the plate and taken every skill that I've learned and go to a sort of bigger medium. So I wanted to very quickly talk to my mother about, who's gone through this process for many years and may not have the answers, because she often calls me. Because apparently I have the fucking answers. Believe me, I just lie every single time, and she seems to believe it. But so what has it been like spending a lifetime in the arts? Because you started off as a singer, and then you became a writer. What has it been like? And say it in 20 seconds or less. No pressure. Bam, 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 bam.
I was thinking. I can think. I'm the writer. Being in the arts is a very thrilling thing. I mean, actually being able to be an opera singer, which I was first, to be a writer, to actually bring books together, to have books published, to have people write you, to know that thousands and thousands and thousands of people are writing what you made up in your head. I mean, it's extraordinary, wonderful. What is not wonderful, of course, is the financial insecurity. I often think I should have gone another way. I should have become like maybe an accountant or something. But my whole personality was not that way then. So
would you say you've enjoyed the years that you've put into this? Do you feel good about them? How do you feel about them? Like you're a little older than me, looking back a little bit.
A little older than you, yeah. I've had a wonderful life. I mean, my life has just been extraordinary. I have neighbors in my house who have like millions and millions of dollars and live on the same floor, and they work in banks or real estate or all sorts of wonderful things like that. And now they have millions of dollars, and I have 5 published books. And it's very hard to say who I'd be without all these books, without all these friends, without all these letters, without all these hundreds of times I sang in public. I mean, I'd be a very different person. It's hard for me to conceive who I don't think I could have taken another choice when I was really young. I mean, I think I had to be in the arts, and now I might have taken another choice, but this is the choice I took. So
do you feel proud of the work that you've done over the years, even the ones that haven't been able to sort of cross that threshold?
Oh yeah, I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of it. I mean, I know how hard it is to bring a piece of work into the world, and to write and rewrite hundreds of times, to, when you're a singer, to practice again and again for years and years and years to learn to do something well. It's very, very hard. And when you do it, you really can move people. And it's very hard to equate that with the fact that you're not sure to have a whole lot of dollars from that, or any dollars. It's very hard to equate that you work as hard as a doctor would work, and you don't know. You just don't know. You're not stable. That's the one thing I don't like about it. The rest of it is it's just amazing to me that I've done this. I'm sorry I gave this disease to my son Jesse, but I should have put an anti-arts pill in his milk. But
I wish, sometimes, it's hard because, like, and I'm not trying to say anything, reveal anything about my mom, but, like, everybody who does this struggles with those dark moments.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say about the darker moments of having to do what you do?
Now there are two darker moments. Well, a couple of darker moments. One is, will I be able to bring this piece together? Because every book I write is an original piece, an original, and I'm doing something in a different way. I've learned, and then will my agent think she can sell it for the amount of money I need? And then will the public realize it's there and choose this over other books to spend their dollars on? I mean, I think I've been reasonably lucky, fairly lucky so far, and I haven't hit the huge time, but I'm doing reasonably well, and so I love what I do. I mean, I wish I did something more secure, but I don't. So
that's great. I mean, that's nice when it can sort of boil down to that, because it's dark for me too, and like I took some alternate routes to get to where I want to be, and I'm not there yet. I know it's like that's what we use for our Christmas tree. That's how ghetto we are here at Jeskid Productions. But I took some alternate routes, and I went to the online thing, but I certainly went there never with the intention of doing anything less than making something great, which I intended to do for TV and film. And I'm very proud of that, actually, sort of having this moment with my mom. I'm very proud that I never treated any medium that I dealt with as less than. The only reason I dealt with whatever medium I went with was because it was what was available to me, and I couldn't figure out the other side of it. Because I wasn't a schmoozy guy. I was, a guy who just focused on the craft of filmmaking. And I'm hoping that translates into something that's way bigger, and not just from the financial sense, from the reaching a bigger audience sense, because I'd love to do that, and I'd love to do that with original work. Would you say, and I am very proud of my mother who's sitting behind me, let's get that out there, extremely proud. So now you've known me for X amount of my artistic years, how would you say I'm doing?
I think you are an extremely creative person. I think you're just on the verge of breaking into something wholly new, and I can't say it is what it is because, or what you will do next, because I can't do it. I mean, I can't even say what I'm going to do next, really. But with you, I don't know. I just feel it's coming. It's definitely, I feel it. Just building on everything you've done and going forth with all this great energy and love you have, and going forth and doing some wonderful things in the world, which will really be very important to a whole bunch of people.
Would you say, I mean, you're my mother, so you're going to say nice things, probably, but have you enjoyed the work that I've put into the world?
I think you're amazingly talented. Amazingly talented.
That's nice. I try my best, and I try my best because my mother tries her best, and we all learn from each other and support each other in this, and it's not easy, and I'm just glad that I'm glad that I can do something that I'm passionate about. I
look forward to being a very old lady, 25 years from now at least, and sitting at all sorts of showings and premieres and award ceremonies and just sort of saying, "That's my son."
Well, I get discouraged, but I'm going to do my best.
Well, we all get discouraged
to make that happen.
The one thing about us, the arts are uncertain for more than 99% of us, and that's just what we have to accept. That's part of the price of doing this stuff of great joy, great fascination. That's the price we have to pay.
But I feel like there's a way to do it too, where you don't have to be a jerk in life. I feel like you can still be a nice guy, which I put being a nice person.
A nice guy.
Sometimes. I put being a nice person in front of.
He's nice to his mom.
Sometimes. So can you get off this camera, Peter? I feel like being a good person is more important than being a good filmmaker, and that has maybe cost me a few times. With opportunities that maybe I could have taken, and sort of like a shyness maybe that I approach the world sometimes.
Me too.
A little less aggressiveness that I could have had.
Me too.
But I'd rather be a great filmmaker and a good guy than a great filmmaker that people remember for being a shithead.
Yeah, I think you make your decisions about what you want to be in life, and then you have to live with them. And yes, I mean, I see in my field the more aggressive people, the people who don't care so much about people individually, sometimes get ahead because they just put all their energy into being aggressive. But that's just not who I am. And if I was like that, I wouldn't write the things I write, and if you were like that, you wouldn't film the things you film.
Yeah.
So we just have to accept that we're not the ideal composite of everything we'd like to be. We have to work with what we are, and we have to work with our own values. And we've chosen to be there for friends, to be there for family, to love people, to stop, to help people. That's our choice. If it's made the filming part or the writing part a little slower, that's fine, you know?
I agree.
It's really fine, because that's what we've chosen. We've chosen to be people, caring people first, and maybe not to be obnoxious and pushy.
And just a quick thank you to all the people whose like-mindedness out there has lined up with ours, and maybe don't do what we do, and that's okay too, because you do great things as well. But just to be good people and align yourselves with other people who think in a similar way. So thank you to everybody out there who has ever given us, either one of us, a kind word. It means a lot in some very dark times. And for me, today is my 40th birthday, so I had a rough morning, because it's never easy to face any sort of time that's going away, because I measure my life not in the amount of gray hair or what my age is, because that really is sort of inconsequential to me. I measure a lot of my life and where I'm at as far as the progress of what I want to do, and I don't mean that in the career sense, but in a sort of what I have achieved in this world, which is massively important to me. And I may not be able to due to the circumstances of the system itself, but I'm certainly going to try. And I think that in my 40s, which is really weird, but in my 40s, it's going to be the best time of strength, of learned craft over the last 20 years of killing myself, making movies and being original. And I'm going to bring some amazing stories into this world. And I'm going to do so in a smart and methodical way. And I'm going to make a real success out of myself as well, so that my mother can go to those screenings when she's 99. And we're going to have a great time. And hopefully some of you guys will join us as well. And I just want to entertain you. And same thing with my mom. She just wants to write stuff that you like. And when she was a singer, sing things that people enjoy. And that's kind of why we do it, and why we suffer through some of the no money times, and the soul-searching times, and the insecure times, and the dealing with trolls times. And like those times are all tough. And we do it because we love it, and we love the people who enjoy it. So thank you, and thanks, Ma, for taking the 2 minutes to talk a little bit about yourself, and hope that we can continue this journey together and make great stuff.
It's going to be a great next few years. It's going to be remarkable. It really is.
Whoo! Talk to you soon. Bye!